How's it going, guys? Welcome to the 5th episode of my top 10 setups of the day. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more of these amazing setups. In 10th place, we're going to start off our list with this super crisp setup from Luconade. They've got an impressive Xiaomi Mi 34-inch monitor that is big enough for any gamer to appreciate. As far as peripherals are concerned, we've got a Logitech G613 wireless gaming keyboard and a Logitech G602 wireless gaming mouse, both sitting on top of a SteelSeries Quick Edge mousepad. I really like how clean and minimal this desk is, because it not only keeps the desk from feeling too crowded, but it also showcases that awesome monitor as well. Moving on to 9th place now, we don't often see ocean themed setups, but this guy's got us covered with this awesome beachy setup. For PC specs, we've got a Logue Ghost S1 case, and that's housing an EVGA RTX 3080, a Ryzen 9 3900X, an Asus X570-i Strix motherboard, 32GB of RAM, all topped off with custom cables from P-Slate Customs. Their monitor is an Alienware AW2721D on an Ergotron LX mount. You can then see the Shure MV7 mic on a Blue Compass arm, a Rama M60-A keyboard with some turquoise Telios keycaps, and a Logitech G Pro wireless mouse. All of this awesome tech is sitting on a butcher's block from IKEA and is completed by a very cute wave neon sign, as well as a triptych wall art of a wave. Overall, this setup perfectly captures the vibe of the ocean whilst keeping everything feel lo-fi and cozy. In 8th place, user Klovklovklov brings us this amazingly cozy window setup, complete with some fake plants for those of us that are not that great at keeping the greenery alive. I'm a big fan of the riser for the MacBook Pro, which helps the desk from feeling too cluttered or crowded, especially since the desk itself seems to be on the smaller size of the ones that we usually see. Having the monitor mounted on the arm also helps with this problem. As far as the gear goes, we've got what looks to be a phantom keyboard with a Red Dragon mouse resting on a Vixting mousepad, all of which are brands that we don't normally see on this channel. I'm a very big fan of this setup overall, and I would love to see it with maybe a better solution for moving the curtains. Coming in at number 7 on our list, we've got this absolutely sick setup from Empire X2, who's got one of the most minimal setups that I've ever seen. Starting on the right, you can see the very common sight on this channel, and that is the Lian Li 011 dynamic case in the colour white, which paired with the bright LEDs and the glass sections of the case really give this whole setup a nice scientific vibe. Moving over, we have the Viotech GNV34DBE mouse, which is more of an uncommon brand for us to see. The unique thing that really sets this setup apart from the others is that 15.6-inch top monitor, which is an AOC E1659 FWU. I really love the minimalist scientific coldness of this setup, and I really hope we see more like this in the future. Our next setup comes from user Kami252 in 6th place, who's got this setup that any gamer will be jealous of, whether you game on PC or you do wargaming. On the PC side of things, they've got an MSI Tomahawk Max motherboard, 16GB of 3600MHz of RAM, a Ryzen 3600X CPU, and an MSI Gaming Trio X2080 Ti, all tucked inside an NZXT H500 white case. This is connected to an MSI Mag 341CG ultra-wide VA monitor with a SteelSeries Apex 150 keyboard and Rival 310 mouse. On that awesome IKEA kitchen worktop riser, you can see a classic pair of Logitech Z333 speakers. All of this tech is being held on by an IKEA Goode desktop with those iconic Alex straws. While this setup just obviously looks amazing, as someone very familiar with wargaming, I appreciate the melding of both a hobby space and a gaming space, and Kami252 has done this especially well. At our number 5 spot, we've got 2 setups for the price of one from Biig-O with their work and play setups. On the left, we've got this dual monitor setup with 2 27-inch monitors, and on the right you can see a single Acer 34-inch curved 144Hz monitor, which is perfect for gaming. Below the desk we can see a Logitech Z560 speaker. We also have nearly 2 desks that are nearly identical to the previous setup, with a desktop on risers on some white IKEA Alex straws. In 4th place, we've got DeIaminate's super cozy and simple gaming corner. That glowing PC in the corner is tucked away inside the ever popular Lian Li 011 dynamic case in white. Next to that, we've got an impressive AW3420 DW monitor and a pair of headphones sitting on a sleek Corsair headphone stand. Speaking of Corsair, if you look below the headphone stand, you'll see an awesome Corsair K70 rapid-fire keyboard with some HyperX pudding keycaps resting on a glorious Stealth 11x36 desk pad. Off in the corner is a Brightech Maxwell LED lamp that gives the room a nice warm glow to offset the harsh LEDs from the tower. All of this tech is sitting on an iconic IKEA Linmon Alex desk. In third place now, this professional and urban setup comes to us from user named PizzaDave12. Starting off with the PC specs, we've got an i9 9900K, a 32GB Corsair 3200, an EVGA RTX 3080, a 1TB Samsung 970 EVO M2, and two 500GB SSDs, all tucked into a Leon Lee case we don't see as often, the LAN-cooled 205 tower. Up on the Alex drawer and countertop desk, we've got an Asus PG259QN monitor, the incredibly popular Glorious Model O gaming mouse, and a Ducky 1.2 Skyline keyboard. You can also see a set of Bose QC15 headphones and a pair of JBL LSR-305 speakers. Last but certainly not least is that very comfy looking Howarth Zodi task chair. Approaching the end of our list, in second place, we've got this super minimal and aesthetic setup from Minimalistik, with their very fitting name. The chair is a steel case jester chair which looks very comfortable and supportive. In terms of tech, we've got an 11-inch 2020 iPad Pro and a 2018 MacBook Pro which is connected up to a BenQ PD3220U monitor with an attached Yeelight. For peripherals, we've got a Keychron K3 keyboard, an MIIIW Elite mouse, and some Edifier S880 speakers on top of an autonomous Smart Desk 2 Premium. I've got to give a good shout out to the amazing cohesion between the wallpapers and the poster on the wall, which really solidify the stylish, minimalist theme of this setup. At our number one spot today is this stunning cyberpunk setup from Iwasblog. It has done some of the best RGB work that I've ever seen. Fans of IKEA will be happy to know that the desk features is an Omni desk with an IKEA adjacent tabletop. The shelves are IKEA Bro shelves, and those oversized glow sticks are IKEA Spanced LED sticks. For non-IKEA items, we do have that huge mic arm, which is a Rode PSA 1 microphone arm. The RGB from this build really helps set the mood, and it seems like it would be a blast to game in. And that's the end of today's list. Check out the description for a list of a lot of the gear that I've mentioned in the video. If you want to see more of these incredible setups, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on so that you never miss the next episode. Leave a comment down below on which setup you think should have been number one.